So you ever just sat down with your queer elders and just let them talk? All right, so today we are in Living Color, and we're going to discuss some things around love, lust, and lessons. Mm-hmm. But first, can we start by just a quick introduction of your name, your age, and how you identify?
I'm Anthony Howell, and I identify as male, same gender loving male, and I'm 62 years old.
Cool.
And I am Pat Martin. I identify as she, her, but I am a masculine of center, Black lesbian woman.
Love that.
And I am 73 years old.
Yes. Well, you both look stunning.
Thank you.
Let's talk about dating. Do you think dating is more fun now or just less stressful if you're dating?
Oh my. Would you like to go first? Or
I'm married. No, no, but I did date, and I tell you, dating was more fun when I was younger. And when I was dating before I was married, it was a lot more stressful at an older age, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anthony?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, dating was so unplanned and so ad lib. And when you left the house, you didn't know you were going out you're going to meet someone that you're going to end up dating, you know. So it was less stressful because I didn't have expectations.
And now you do.
And now I do. And I have a different, I don't want to say a better value system, but a different value system.
Okay. So, well, if someone wanted to shoot their shot today, what would they have to do or say to get your attention?
That's a good question, because I don't know that I can answer that in a way that is a...
No, you can answer it however you see fit.
I mean, I really would prefer to get to know someone today. So it wouldn't be like a first time experience that I would say, oh, I think that's the one. Yeah. I can say for the first time that I like what that person looked like. I like what that person may have shared with me in terms of, you know, in conversation. Mm-hmm. But there are more layers today than there were in the past.
Mm-hmm. So, Ms. Pat, since you're married, how did your special person get your attention?
She said a magic word. I was getting ready to host an event, and she told the folks that I was working with that they should be submissive to me. I said, woo, I like that.
Okay.
Yes, got my attention.
That, you know what? That got my attention.
I can understand.
Well, on this topic and going a little further, what's something that younger folks don't understand about sex until they get older? What are your thoughts, Anthony?
I think that sex is a very hard subject to talk about.
Really?
And it's also a subject that people, they're very hesitant to talk about, or if they do talk about it, they talk from their experience, of course, but it's because of how we're socialized to think about sex.
That's right.
And we're socialized in a Protestant Christian environment, a far right conservative environment quite often as I see it. And so we learn that we don't have to identify with that as we mature.
Yeah.
And I think that what happens is that we learn, those of us who are not from that framework, we learn that we are marginalized and we are not the average run-of-the-mill person. So we become a little more withdrawn in terms of sharing about sex.
Yeah.
So it's a subject that today, this is the quote unquote age of Aquarius,
Okay.
that people are more willing to share about sex and where they are with sex. And those who don't share about it, they will show you who they are, how they identify sexually.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Ms.?
Yes, sex is complicated. Sex can make or break a relationship. So many relationships have been based on sex. And then when they really get to know the person after the sex is over, they find that there's no real person behind the sex. You know, so folks need to realize that if you're going to have sex, know the person first.
Yes.
And then the sex can be really good. You know, hit and run, it works, but I'm married.
You can still hit and run.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean, with your
wife.
Yes.
With my wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Baby.
So,
yeah.
you're talking about good sex. What's your biggest turn on that's been consistent over the years?
I love a woman who is sexy. A woman who knows that she is a woman and can work that thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How about you?
I would think that for me, I still enjoy moments with masculine tops who identify as masculine tops, but in the process, learn that they can become vulnerable with me and that they can experience the wide range of who they really are. Absolutely. The full spectrum of who they are. Because a lot of times we hide another aspect of who we are, but we present with the external. So that hard top has a femme bottom in him quite often. Period. But he might not know it, or if he does know it, he was taught to hide it. Yeah. So my turn on is to flip the script as time goes on and let him know that I love you either way.
I love that. Same script, different cast. Let's have a little talk about fun nights out. What's one of the wildest nights out that you had that your friends are still talking about?
You go ahead on.
It's the baby, I love you. How I used to pick them up and leave them. You know, you just hit it and how you say hit it and kick it out.
Hit it and quit it.
Oh, it's not kick it out.
I think if you talking about hit it and quit it.
Yeah. Because when it's over, you kick them out.
Drop them like a bad habit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. So,
how about you, Anthony?
Along the same line. Yeah, I think that when I was younger, that was the real New York. You meet them, you go out, and oh my God, the places that you can meet people and have that kind of experience was just out of this world. And it was like the best of times. Mm-hmm. Of course, until that big disease with the little name came along.
That changed everything.
Yes. But those were the best times. And we look forward to it, you know, those who are out there, you know, and I think that we also realized that there were a wide range of people who were going through this experience. They weren't all people who came from a labeling perspective of gay or lesbian or bisexual or trisexual, try anything, as they say. They were out there having a good time.
And fun,
and fun, you know.
Enjoying life, you know.
if I could take myself back to a time in this world, it would be that era.
Thank you.
For me.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's end with this. My love life today is, finish that sentence.
My love life today is just wonderful.
Mhm.
I am complete. I am content, and I am in love and committed.
So much. Black love.
Black love.
Yeah.
All right.
That girl on girl stuff.
All
You're
right.
timing now.
Well, I am not committed to a partner at this time, but I found something else, and that is self-love. And it has very little to do with actual sex in terms of love, but learning to love me for who I am, so that perhaps when that time comes, I can experience a whole nother realm of love, as was just described in a commitment.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful that I can see it that way now, because before it wasn't that way. And yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thank
As RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Amen.
You have to be able to love yourself before you can even think about loving someone else.
Amen.
Because when you love yourself, you know what it feels like to be loved, and you know how to give love.
Well, I want to thank you both on behalf of Surface Level, being here with us and sharing this experience. And it's clear that you both are living in color.
Okay. Thank you too.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this. This is a wonderful experience, and it's something that, even though it's elders, it transcends generations.
Yes.
It's something that our young people can look at and feel and grow from.
Yes.
And that's what we need. We need our young people to know what it feels like to be an elder in love.
Amen. That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.